Hello meow friends, my name is Agata, but you can know me as QrkokoTV, and in this tutorial I will show you how to make really simple beaded rope. It's actually netting beaded rope. It looks really pro, really cute, but it's really easy to make. I just say really many times. So before we get started, remember to subscribe this channel if you don't want to miss any other tutorials in English. And you can give me a big thumbs up. And now, if you do this, we can go to the materials. In this tutorial, we will using really similar material like the last one. We will need some crystals. Today, I will using fire polish size 4 mm, some seed beads. I will use Toho size 11. Also, we need some clear cord, or maybe some thread, but I will using clear cord, this size 0.2, and of course we will need some needles. I will using the big eye one, but if you don't have the big eye needle, you can also using some beading needles like Beadsmith or John James. So today I will teach you how to make this really simple rope. You can use it as a bracelet, as a necklace, or of course anything you want. And it's actually really simple to sew. At the beginning, in the first row, you need to put on your needle beads in this sequence. It's one fire polish, one Toho, one fire polish, Toho, fire polish, and again Toho. And we slide them in the end of our thread. And we need to sew them all again. So my needles and my thread is, the front of them is right here in the Toho. So I need to sew them from back, from the first fire polish. And I sew them all, and when my tail and beginning of my thread will meet, I need to tie really simple knot, 1 or 2. I make this just to secure my thread. And I leave it just like this. I will cut it later. So this is actually the first row, and when we want to start another one, our needle and our thread need to be in the Toho bead. So when it isn't, you just sew through the beads . Just like this. And now we are going to sew the second row. And in this row, we will cover this crystal, this fire polish one, all in Toho. Actually the upper half in Toho. And we will need the odd one of those, and the number is 5. But if you're using the different kind of crystals or a different kind of seed beads, you need to remember that the number of the smaller beads always need to be add. And in the next row, I will tell you why the number must be add. So right now, I will picking up the 5 Toho beads. So when I have the 5 Toho beads on my thread, I need to sew the next Toho beads from the left. And I actually make this from the right to the left. Like this. And I also turn my work. it's supposed to look like this. And now I repeat the step. So I put the 5 toho beads and I sew through the next toho beads from the left. And repeat the last time. 5 toho beads, sewing through the last toho, and this is the way like the second row looks like, and we need to sew through some of the tohos to start another one, and this is why we need the odd one, because we need to be in the higher of the toho. So if we don't count this toho, we just sew in this row, and we only count the 5 that we added. So we need to be in the third one. So 1, 2, 3, and this is really simple. We just sew through them like this. And in this row we will using only the crystals, the fire polish one. So I just pick the fire polish, and I'm here in the third of the toho from the previous row, and I need to be in the exactly same spot in this toho, so all in the third one also. If you don't want to count the tohos every time, you can just using 2 colors of those, and then you will see the spot. So now I'm in the third one, I sew it through. I just poke my lamp. And this is when the magic begins. And I do exactly the same thing. I pick the fire polish bit and I sew through the highest of the toho. Like this, and repeat the last time. The fire polish bit, and the toho bit. And in this place, it's actually really good to sew through the fire polish and the tohos one again. So I pick the fire polish that I just add and the toho, the highest of the toho, the third one, and repeat. Fire polish and the toho, and one more time fire polish and toho, and it's supposed to look like this. And from this spot we will actually doing all again, starting from the toho. So if you're in this toho bits you're supposed to be, you just pick up the 5 tohos and sew them all around the fire polish through the next toho from the left. It's actually the same toho that is between the fire polish. Looks familiar? So repeat all around 2 more times. And when you have this, you just start another row with the fire polish. And now I just make some of the work, actually more of the rows, just I need to have more of my rope, and I just show you these 2 steps, 2 rows, one more time. So right now I just make more of the rows and my rope look like this. And now I will show you one again. All the steps is actually 2 of them. You constantly repeat 2 of the rows. So we are in exactly the same spot that we finished last time. So we just end the row with the tohos, and we here in the lower toho between the fire polish, and we need to be in the highest one. It's the third of the tohos. So I just sew through the beads just to be sure that my clear cord is invisible. So when you wear the rope, you don't want to see the cord. And right now I just pick up the one of the fire polish and sew to the next toho, the highest of the tohos, so the third one. And I repeat. I pick up the fire polish. I'm here in this toho, but I want to be here. And repeat the last one. I pick up the fire polish and I sew to the third of the toho. And now I will sew all around. All the fire polish and toho I just pick up. And as you can see, I just turn my work. You don't need to turn them all around, but it's easy for me. And when I have this, I just repeat the row with the tohos. So I just pick the 5 of the tohos and I need to sew them to the next toho from the left. And repeat, repeat, repeat. And when you finish your rope, if you want to make the smaller one or the longer one, it's up to you. You just need to secure the thread. So I just make the row to the end and I will show you how to secure the end. So as you can see, I just make another row with the fire polish because I think that the endings of the rope look better when you end with the fire polish row. And hiding the thread is really, really simple because I just sew when it's the front, the upper side of my rope, so I just sew down with my thread. And it doesn't matter how you're going to sew, just be sure that the clear cord is in the bead so you don't see it. So when I sew down, I just pick up the cord that is between the beads and sew just to make the loop. Now the loop is around my finger and I sew through the loop. And repeat this one more time or maybe 2 more times. When I have the cord long enough, I just make this 2 more times. So I sew through the beads one more time, make the loop, sew through the loop, so I just make really tiny knot, and sew through the beads, just 5 or 6 of those. And when I have this, I just cut out the thread, the cord actually. Of course, if you want to make some rope like from bracelet or from necklace, you need to have the longer one. But the steps are actually the same, you just constantly repeat the 2 of the rows. And when you mix the materials, like changing the fire polish to beacons or Toho beads to Miyuki or using the smaller one, you will actually end with different rope. So it's really simple, only it takes a lot of time, but I think the rope looks so cute, so it's worth it. So yeah, this is all. As you can see, this kind of beaded rope, it's easy to make and it's look really cute. So you can make bracelet, you can make necklace, you can make anything you want. Remember to subscribe to this channel and give this tutorial a big thumbs up. And I will see you in the next tutorial, it's also a beading one. If you want to see my other tutorial in English, just click here, or you can click in the description box where the playlist is, the link to the playlist. So see you next time, bye, my friends!